Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. Today we're doing a super relaxing yin yoga class. So grab a block or book for today's class, super good to have handy, and I'll read out today's affirmation. I recognize every blessing, no matter how small. I recognize every blessing, no matter how small. So take that into your thoughts, take that into your focus for today's class. And we're going to grab our block or book and we're going to get up to a couch or a wall to start today's class. So come on over. We're just going to put the block next to ourselves to start with. We're just going to shimmy up as close as we can towards a wall or a couch, whatever you can do to just get your legs up in the air a little bit. Get one foot up and then the other. And just really release here. So just notice the blood running back, or the lymph running back into our heart, into our body from our legs. So nourishing, this inversion. Now you do have the option to just stay here and really just let go. If you'd like to have the block underneath your sacrum, just put your feet up against your wall or your couch and just gently lift the hips up, put weight into the shoulders, lift the hips up, and then just place the block underneath our sacrum. So just lower yourself down super gently. You might take the lowest level. I'd actually recommend the lowest level for this one today. And then just send one leg up and then the other. Super nice and gentle release. We're going to have our palms facing up, or you can have them on the chest. Just find what feels good for you. The rise and fall of your breath. Close down the eyes and start to just arrive. Arrive out of the thoughts of the future and the past, and just allow yourself to experience what is going on here. What is going on in your world today? Bring your awareness to the physical. Notice any tension, any clenching, any fidgeting. Bring your awareness to the mental. Notice if the thoughts are fast or slow. And bring your awareness to the emotional. What are we compressing? What are we holding down? Because we don't have time or space to let it out. Examine it. Take some time to arrive physically, mentally, and emotionally. And use your breath as an anchor. That rise and fall. That inhale, bringing in beautiful new space, new energy. That exhale, just letting go of any tension, anything we're holding on to. Inhale and exhale. For those who haven't done yin yoga before, it is a place of femininity, a place of relaxation, so we don't try and hold muscles or bring tension into the body here. It's a place of letting go, softening, slowing down. So we allow ourselves to stop, allow ourselves to soften, and we'll be in poses for 3 to 5 minutes per pose. Notice the body now that we've been in this posture for a little while. Check into the physical. Can you feel yourself physically starting to relax? Check in with the mental. Can you feel the thoughts starting to slow? Check in with the emotional. Can you feel yourself starting to open up what we have compressed or pushed aside? All the while focusing on that rise and fall of our breath. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like to go on, you might even take the block out from underneath your sacrum to do this. Just walk the legs wide. Toes facing forward, the knees can be bent or straight. Just getting into the inner thighs here. Let gravity do its thing. There's no forcing, there's no getting deeper into the pose because we think it looks good. This is just a place of release. So get curious here, check in with the physical, notice what sensations are coming up for you here. Notice if your breath becomes shorter and shallower. And if it does, back out of the pose a little bit. We're going to be here for quite a while, so I want us to be a place of challenge but nourishment. We don't want to go 110% straight away. So back off to that 50 to 60% edge. Get curious with the body. Notice what's coming up. Your inner thigh is quite tight. Are there differences in the hip joints? Notice how this posture makes you feel. And just be here. Arrive with the rise and fall of your breath. When we're ready, we're just going to get our hands to the outside of our thighs. Guide them back up the wall, one after the other. Be super gentle with our body. Walk our feet down the wall or down our couch. The block is underneath our hip. Just lift our hips up just slightly. Roll and down and just be really gentle with that connection with the earth. We're going to bring our knees into our chest and just be here. Our hands can just be on our knees, our shoulder blades are on the back, and just find a moment of surrender and softness. When we're ready, we're gently just going to rock onto a side that suits you. Roll on over here. Make our way up super gently and slowly into a seated position. So I'm just going to take some time to get onto my mat. Now from here, you can sit on your block or a cushion. I'm going to choose not to for this one, but extend one leg. Doesn't matter which one, and just connect the opposite foot roughly into the thigh. We'll take a big inhale, find length in the spine, and exhale. We're just going to place our hands next to this extended leg and literally just fold and release. So there's no forcing this posture, there's no forcing this fold. I want us to just let our body release with that rise and fall. Check in with the physical. What sensations come up for you initially here? Notice any tension in the jaw, the shoulders, the neck, and just let it release. Notice the expansion on your inhale. Exhale, just notice the softening, the letting go. Notice how this posture makes you feel. Check in with the breath. And it's nice and full. And just continue to release and still with that rise and fall. Gently rise on up. Really take your time. I'm going to extend that opposite leg, whatever leg it is for you. Bring that foot connected in. And just twist the body so we're just facing that opposite leg. Place our hands next to our knee and just lean, and it can be just a millimeter, allowing the body to let go. So check in physically, notice the differences side to side here, notice what comes up for you without judgment. We're meeting our bodies where they're at, creating gentle healing, creating space for things to release and to move and let go. When you're ready, gently rise on up. And then bring both feet together. So soles of the feet together, knees out wide. We're going to find length here and just release. Now the feet don't have to be super close to the groin. They can be quite far away because we're actually getting into the outside edges of our thighs rather than the inner thighs. So move the heels out a little bit. And when you fold forward, you should feel that gentle release on the outside edge. Let me know how you feel like this one too. So just relax the forehead down, soften and let go. Notice how your body starts to release the further you get into this pose. Notice how it starts to open up. Observe the physical and observe the mental. Notice what's going on with your thoughts. Are they fast and slow? Notice the emotional. How do you feel? And already coming up super slowly, super gently. We're just going to make our way onto our mats, onto our backs. And come on down, really slow. Both knees face the ceiling, and just a gentle release here. We're going to come into half hero pose. So we're going to send our right toes towards our right hands and see if we can send these toes towards our shoulder and that knee comes down towards the ground. So we're kind of folding it back in ourselves, and we might not be able to get here very far. Start to extend that left leg and just release here, really getting into this front thigh, into the quadricep. So hands can be wherever is comfortable for you, beside the body, on the belly. And find some stillness, some release. Soften the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Focus on the rise and fall of your breath. Feel the expansion on your inhale. Exhale, melt any tension away. ready, gently start to come on back. Lift that knee up, release that foot. Just plant it on the ground, align the hips. Bring the left foot in, kick it towards our left fingertips, our left shoulders, and see if we can fold on over. Now you might be much tighter on one side than the other. You might keep this right leg bent, so just find where works for you. If you'd like to extend that right leg, please do so. Notice the sensations on our left quadricep. Hands can be on the belly, can be beside you. Find where allows you to soften. Find where allows you to still. When you're ready, gently release that foot, bring it back. Connect that left foot with the earth. Bring that right foot in, connect it with the earth. So nice. And the arms out wide, shoulder blades are down the back. We're just going to bring the knees in line with our hips, shins parallel with the earth. Gaze goes to the left, and we're just going to flop the knees towards the right. Just a gentle spinal twist here from the tailbone towards the crown of the head. To release any tension here, any clenching, holding on in the thighs, the hips, the shoulders. Breathing into that space on your inhale, really finding expansion. And exhale, letting go. When you're ready, gently bring the knees to center. Take your time. Massage the lower back. Send our gaze towards the right and knees goes to the left. Notice what sensations come up for you physically. How does this pose make you feel? Check in mentally and emotionally. And when we're ready, bring those knees back to center. Give ourselves a hug. Wrap our arms around our knees. Big hug. And send the legs long. Palms face up into our savasana, into our corpse pose for our beautiful, complete relaxation, complete release today. When we're ready, let us hands up overhead, the lid bubble, sleepy puppy. Reach the fingers towards the back of the room, reach the toes towards the front of the room, roll the wrists and ankles. And we'll very slowly make our way up into a seated position in your own way and in your own time. And together we'll take a big arm circle up, overhead, fingertips touch. Back to heart center, bow our head and just find connection to the stillness here. Find our connection to the present to continue to arrive. Thank you so much for stepping on the mat with me today, beautiful yogis. Sending you lots of love and gratitude. Namaste.